This is insanely cheap Christmas lights at Lowe's, part 2. I went to the other Lowe's today. There's 2 ones that are relatively local. I went to the other one today and I had different results. There was no painted ones left. What they're calling the ceramic colors. These here, there was none of these left. So I couldn't get any more of these. The only thing that was left there was the clear white ones. These. And there was quite a few of them left. I think there was like 3 boxes or 3 pallets left. So I bought 1 pallet. So all the ones there. I think it's like 12 or 16 boxes. And then what they had, which the other store did not have, was replacement bulbs. 67 cents per set. 99 cents per set. So it's like $15. 2, 4, 6, 8, 60, $30. I mean, for hundreds of spare bulbs? Absolutely. So we have the clear colored, and we have the clear, the painted colored, and we have the painted colored, the clear colored, and then only 1 white, which I thought was odd because there is so many white strings left. If nobody is buying the white strings, why are they buying the spare bulbs? That just doesn't make any sense to me at all, but that seemed to be what was happening. So I bought the last of them. This was all they had left for spare bulbs, so I just bought the whole thing. And it was kind of a pain in the neck to buy because for whatever reason they don't have any cashiers that work at this store, and so I had to sit there and see every single one by myself on the computer. I hate that. I don't understand why they can't have a cashier that does that. It's like you pay to go to the store and you pay for the store to operate and you pay for the item. It's like now you got to do the work to get the items. It ain't right. Anyways, eventually an employee did come over and she helped me with the lights. She was able to see one of them and then type in the quantity, when in reality that would have been a lot more useful for those because there was more of them, but that's beside the point. So anyways, there's still some of these clear lights there, but everything else is gone. They did have the mini lights too. I think those are like 50 cents or something for 5. That's not a good deal to me, so I didn't get any of those. But this was a good deal, so I got all these. And for some reason I didn't really think about it when I was at the store a couple days ago. I guess they weren't discounted that much yet because they were still like $2 or something. But it's good that I got these spare bulbs because these spare bulbs are going to become just as extinct as the strings themselves are. You know, when the bulbs start going out in the strings, well, what am I going to do? Now that problem is solved. So I think in total for all these replacement bulbs and all these strings of lights, I didn't even break $100. I mean, it's just incredible how cheap these lights are at this point in the year. It's absolutely incredible. So anyways, that will conclude the purchasing of Christmas lights for this year. Really shouldn't need to buy much of anything at all next year because I've got all the lights. Hopefully by then I'll have changed out the electrical service. I'm capped out as to what I can put outside. I don't have any amps left, so none of these lights are going to be able to be used this year. Hopefully next year. There was a tree at Lowe's that I kind of wanted, and I may actually go on the website and see if I can find it, even if I have to pay the regular price. There was a tree. It was a non-pre-lit tree, which is getting very hard to find. It had the realistic branches and the pine cones, and it was on clearance for $49. It was a 7.5 foot tree. I think it was originally almost 200 beans. So I guess I wouldn't pay the full price. I don't know, that kind of money just floating around. But for 49 beans, that would have been great. But they were all gone. Probably could have bought the floor model, but I wouldn't have been able to fit it in the car all assembled, so that wouldn't have been a fiasco anyways. So didn't get that, but I got these lights, and that's good because trees will still be around. These lights may not be. Just on a side note, I also, while I was there, I bought the last box of incandescent light bulbs that was there. Well, these aren't technically incandescent, they're halogen, but I bought the last box of halogen bulbs. These was on clearance for 19 beans. There's 16 bulbs in here, so they're like $1.10 or $1.20 a bulb. When the whole fiasco first started with getting rid of the incandescent bulbs and the halogen was the replacement, I remember them being about $1 a piece. And then over the last couple of years they inflated to $2 or $3 a piece. Now they're coming back down. I gotta get over to the Home Depot in the next couple of days and see what the price of the lights is over there. The halogen lights. And I might as well check the Christmas lights too to see if they got anything left. They seem to be better at stocking the lights until Christmas comes than Lowe's is. I also bought 2 boxes of CFLs. These are Sylvania, which used to be a good brand, but I don't think that it really has maintained its reputation over the years. These are 100 watts, using only 23 watts, 1600 lumens, and they're imported by LED Vance Ulk, whatever that is. I'm not familiar with that brand. I don't know who makes Sylvania at this point. I'm sure it's the same random Chinese brand that makes everything else. To avoid early failure due to incompatibility, please observe the following precautions. Do not use luminaries controlled by a dimer, electronic timers, or photocells, or photosects if you're writing this in China. Illuminated switches totally includes luminaries or were directly exposed to weather. Do not use with emergency fixtures or emergency lights. So it says very clearly not to use in an enclosed fixture. They should also add not to use in a situation where the ballast is above the bulb, because that will shorten the life drastically as well. I don't know if these are any good, but they were only like $9, so these are pretty cheap. I don't know about that. That's kind of ridiculous. But anyways, so that's what transpired at Lowe's over the last 2 days. Absolutely incredible, unbelievable sales. I don't know how they're letting them go for that cheap, but they are. So if you've got a Lowe's in your area, get over there, because this may be the last year we can buy these lights.